guys. Happy Wednesday to everybody. Primarily today, worked a phase that I think is going to be critical in this ball game, and that was our third down packages, both offensively and defensively. I think about Stanford offensively and the limited possessions that they give you in a ball game and how important it is to get off the field defensively. I really think the third down success will all be due to how we act on first and second down. They are masters of 3rd and 1 to 5. They're the best in the country at it with that power run game and play action. Offensively, we have to continue where we did set out last week. We played a team that was a ball possession group, and I thought it was critical to go 7 of 11 last week and really make the most of each opportunity that we were given, especially down the stretch. We need to keep the ball and keep drives alive, so that was the primary work. Had a good day today health-wise. Nobody really came off the field. Chuma looked better, held Bubba again, and he's looking more doubtful for the game, but Chuma was promising. With that, I'll answer any questions that you have.
What has Jody Lewis done to get more in the rotation this week?
Yeah, we all said as a staff the light just kind of started to click on late last week, and we're getting into week number 7 of football, if you could believe that. 5 weeks of training camp and 1 game week, and all of a sudden the lights are starting to click on for a couple of young people. We saw that last week with Stephen Carr, and I'm hoping more and more as we progress through this season that light clicks on for some, whether it's a redshirt freshman or a true freshman that can help us, whether it's in a depth position or whether it's a starter.
Did Lewis's light click as brightly as Stephen Carr? Can we expect that kind of production at some point?
I hope so. That's why we signed him. We thought that he was one of the better receivers in the country when we saw him, and he's always had that powerful natural skill set. He kind of reminds me of what Juju was, to be honest with you. Maybe even a faster version of Juju, and he is one that is really trying to be a student of the game, pick up the playbook, and all of a sudden this last week and a half he's really shined.
Where's Michael Pittman at?
Mike right now, Scott, is probably about a week away. Just being honest, he's finally starting to burst. If he was a lineman, you would say probably could go if needed, but being a skilled position and having to put that foot in the ground and make cuts, especially at wide receiver, I think it's going to be hard. We'll see. Miracles always happen, but right now it looks more promising for the next week.
If Chuma couldn't play, would Andrew Voorhees go?
It would be Andrew Voorhees or Clayton Johnston. Those are the two that are rolling at that right tackle position right now. We did throw Andrew in, as you saw last week when Vianney came out. I know Neil has a lot of trust in Andrew right now and is playing good football, so it would be one of those two right there. I would probably lean towards Andrew right now.
Jack Jones.
Against Stanford.
Say that
Would you
again.
feel comfortable with him in a game against Stanford?
Yeah, no question. We put him in the game last week, and he's ready to go. Scott.
Jack Jones went almost 100 plays in the game. Is that a concern, or is that something he can handle?
No, he did a lot of plays last week and was on a lot of special teams also, so he's one that I know you saw Isaiah Langley get some work in this week and hoping that he can help off, and we've taken him off a special team or two. He's just such a dynamic player and does such a great job. He, as we all know, he kind of reminds you of a young, kind of a Dorius type of player, and he has no lungs. He never seems to get tired, but 100 plays is a lot, Scott. Yes.
At this stage in his career, Marlon Tuipulotu, how do you feel like he is a run defender?
I thought he did a good job. He got 17 reps in that game last week and really graded out well, held the point and did a great job. And there's another freshman that we're talking about now. He's had the advantage of being here for a spring, so his light clicked on a little bit quicker and has had more reps. But really proud of where he's at, and I hope that we can bring another big man, Brandon Eally, on also, and to be able to get to a point where he could help us this year.
Are you thinking he could play this weekend?
Marlon?
No, Brandon.
We'll see. I'll sit down with Clancy at the end of the week and basically see where our young people are at and who he's counting on playing. But I know that we're trying to prepare him to help us this season.
Coach, I thought the kickers did extremely well on Saturday. How did you feel the rest of the special teams unit did on kickoffs and return and defending his returns.
Yeah, I thought our punt team was phenomenal. It has started really with Reed. Just the location of his punts, the depth. I mean, he averaged 51 yards, but he never gave Phillips the opportunity to get started. That was opposite of what you saw in kickoff return. We missed the location on the kickoff, on the long kickoff, a ball that was hopefully was going to be pinned in the far right corner and got to the middle of the field, and it hurt the coverage, you know, and location's huge when it comes to kicking, and I thought our punt team did a phenomenal job. Kick cover obviously cost us a touchdown, which rarely happens under Coach Baxter. I know he's working tirelessly to make sure it doesn't happen again for a long time.
Jake Olson was mentioning one of his goals was to eventually get in a game. It's like a live snap. Is that a possibility for his career?
You know, I think that we've just touched the surface to what Jake's going to be allowed to do, and I'm just so happy that he was able to get out and perform and execute like he has been. The one good thing as we move forward is the rule is you can't hit the snapper. and that's one of the things that I've informed from administration to doctors to everybody that's the NCAA rule, and you just have to you have to, as we talked to Coach Lester in Western Michigan, you just have to make sure that the other team is cognizant of who's in the game. So if the play does break down or the snap is off, that you know you understand the situation and what's going on.
Can you keep Stanford out of the third and short if you're not coming, if you're not taking some chances in those early downs on defense? I mean, can you just wait for them and catch them, or?
I don't want to give any game plan secrets away there, Dan, but I know that in sitting down with Clancy Monday and Tuesday, he has a lot of tools in the toolbox for this game, and I think viewing it from an offensive mind standpoint, I really like the package that he's put together. I think it creates a lot of issues, so I'm looking forward to seeing it. He's got a lot of tools there at his disposal this week.
Now that you guys are behind Western Michigan, that's behind you, were you a little bit vanilla with that game in certain aspects?
I wanted to go out there and play our standard of football, to be honest with you, Adam. And that didn't happen. You know, we beat a good team. You know, in the first two games we're playing two teams that have won 25 games combined together. You know, and they're two good football teams. Leaving that first game, I really wanted us to play to our standard of play. It doesn't matter the opponent that we're playing. There's a standard that we want to meet, and it's a championship standard. And the guys understood that, you know, you can't go out there and drop balls. You can't have penalties. You can't have missed assignment or get lined up wrong and play to that level, or you're going to see the mistakes that happen. We're fortunate to win a game by 18 points and come out victorious and be 1-0. But as we move forward, I'm hoping to see a team that progresses and gets better every week.
There's been some doubt about whether Sua Craven is going to continue to play football. Have you heard anything from him?
No, I haven't. I haven't talked to Sua, Scott, but I don't know the situation, so I really don't want to comment about it until I have a chance to talk to Sua personally. All righty, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.